Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm welcoming you in the first finals of Amateur League tournaments in 2026. That's Amateur League Tournament Veteran Division League thing. And we have first weekly tournament on the 4th of January of 2026, and we are in finals which are best of 5, and it's played between these two guys. And you are looking at the main base of PrettyFly in the pink colors, playing here on left top corner on Winter Madness Ladder Edition, and he is facing Zerg player. Technically he's named AteshiFanboy, but we know that that's a Yuraeha. And yeah, PrettyFly is known also as Horseradish, but we know him more as PrettyFly, and we know this is our player as Yuraeha. It's gonna be really hard for me because I don't know if I'm spelling things right, at least according to this one. I know that Yuraeha is from Korea and PrettyFly is from Kazakhstan, so we had quite a bit of I had quite a bit of of mind-boggling situation into thinking which actually which region, like in game-wise region, the Kazakhstan is actually fit to, or which is actually like the right region for Kazakhstan, because usually when you make a big matchups like these, you are setting up you're making the games, you are setting up, it's actually drone pool, I did miss it anyways, but it's free pylons here, so that's gonna be interesting. So it's usually you have to say what kind of maps, and rules are saying what kind of maps are when picked and whatnot, right? And this is the case where I have no idea. Anyways, it was 12 pool drone pool with the Zerglings here from Yuraeha. He was blocking the wall off with the Nexus. He has disabled the gateway, and he has lost pretty much most of the drones, most of the pooled drones. That's 8 drones pooled, and yeah, looks like his Zerglings now are trapped outside. And the worker count right now is 4-7 in favor of Protoss player, although the Lings actually can manage to eat again inside into the base, into the natural of PrettyFly, and the cannon which was just built were denied, and Yuraeha takes game number 1. I wanted to talk big things, I hope for macro game. There we go. Okie dokies, welcome back to the finals of weekly tournament of Amateur League, weekly tournament 114th, which is taking place in the 4th of January. You just watched the first game, and now we have jumped into second game. The first game was won by Zerg player who was playing in red and still is playing in red, and that's AteshiFanboy, also known as Yuraeha, and he's actually going for 14 pool. Previously I did miss the pool first build from him, so I was surprised by it, by telling the whole big picture of setting up the right servers and everything. But the person who didn't take the hatchery block into the wall, into the Ling drone pool, was this guy, the Protoss player in pink colors here on the right bottom corner on 10,000 feet ladder edition. It's PrettyFly, also known as Horseradish for some cases, and it looks like the Yuraeha is coming again with the same strategy. Yes, he is. He gas tricked for 2 drones, and no, he's not. He's just disturbing the main base. Pretty much asking the PrettyFly to block. Yep, he's fully blocking himself in with Cybernetics Core and Gateway number 2. This probe from PrettyFly did block the natural base for Yuraeha, but Yuraeha actually built his natural in the 3rd spot. The drone is still here, running around, and now he's turned into gas. I am lagging a little bit, I am sorry for that. I hope they are not, but who knows. That could be. That was the thing what I was talking about the first place. There comes the Yuraeha's, the Zerg players, Lings, but they cannot get inside, but they are able to fight with Cybernetic Spore. The Cybernetic Spore will disable the ability to build adepts or the Stalkers, but 2 adepts are already queued up and they are being chrono boosted now. And meanwhile Yuraeha actually is building hatchery in his natural, which was blocked at the start. There is Cybernetic Spore being rebuilt. The battery, shield battery is cancelled. The natural is being built by PrettyFly. He has double adepts which he can move out with if he wants to. Yeah, the Zerg player is not mining any gas. That can hurt if there is a lot of adept aggression at the start. Yeah, I feel the lags. Yeah, and I don't know. I cannot do anything about it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything about it. Anyways, yeah, the thing that I started to tell is that according to the game, the rules, there is multiple regions, right? When you are like from China, you are playing on that server. If you are Europe versus North America, and then you, or South America, then you're playing like Central, East, Central, or East, 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 or whatever you decide. If you are like both Europeans, then usually the match are made in the most convenient servers, most fairest. And in this case, for some reason, I don't know why, but I guess rulebook, I guess everything else, the organizer said, well, you have to go for West, North America West, North America Central, and North America West for some reason. And it's Kazakhstan between Kazakhstan and Korean players matching against each other, so that's something. Okay, now back to the game. They are indeed turning this into a little bit of macro. There is double gas for the Zerg player being taken, and there are spores being built in expectation of the Stargate, which was scouted by the Overlord. The Oracle pops out. That was the first air unit built by the Stargate, and it has been given some energy to go and harass the Zerg player to the heck. The link speed has been started. Couple of overlords to unblock the supply, but yeah, PrettyFly looks like he is a little bit in chokehold, or he's not actually planning to expand. He is going for robotics facility, Twilight Council, and gateway here. So nothing in the main, nothing that the Zerg player can see right now. If he doesn't move his overlord, then he will not be able to see. And he will not be able to see because the Protoss player warps in double stalkers and pretty much denies the vision. Did the Zerg see? No, Zerg did see this pylon, but nothing else. A couple of adepts are trying to get inside the mineral lane and harass it a little bit, unsuccessfully, unfortunately. There is Evo and there is Lair coming up from the Zerg player right now. Lair and Evo might show or might prove that the Zerg is thinking about Ling Hydra play, but on the other side, on the opposite side, we actually have a robotics facility going up. Oh, where it is? There it is. Robotics Bay. So we have a robotics facility in Robotics Bay. And PrettyFly actually has mined through here this mineral wall, and he is already scouted by Yuraeha where the third actually is going to be. So, and the blink is being researched. So actually the Protoss player here is going for the Colossi rush, I believe, with the Stalkers of Blink under it. And Yuraeha, actually, the Zerg player here, has decided to go for the 4th base, and he goes for +1 ranged. He goes for Roach Warren, he has Hydra then both upgrades, and he actually is going also for +1 melee. So that's a lot of upgrades, but economically he is a little bit ahead, technically. It's like 7 mining, 7 workers ahead, so his economy is actually in better position. So he can definitely spend it. The Roach speed is started. I believe the Hydra speed will be queued up, so it's gonna be Roach Hydra combination. And he and his Yuraeha and his friend was aggressively commenting me in my chat that I should have gone for the lurkers against Stalker Colossi. That's which is the unit that one shall not name in my streams, yeah, I'm not feeling it, you know, not feeling it, and I'm kind of resisting it. The question is, will the lurkers be built by Yuraeha here, because those are so strong, right? Double adepts are shading into the 4th base here by Yuraeha, and it's gonna be defended with a Roach Ravager Ling army over here. Yeah, the speed for Hydras are being built. Well, technically PrettyFly has, or the Protoss player has, the Observer over here to spot whatever, and the Ling Roach army is moving out. That's 63 army supply. There are 2 stasis traps over here which could catch out. No, it's 1 actually, which can catch out some lings, and it did. But there is already Colossi here. There is shield battery, but shield battery is empty, unfortunately. And I would not say that there is enough army forces here for Protoss player to actually hold against this push. And there is Immortal actually popping out. There is Void Ray number 2 also joining in the fray. The Colossi has been focused down. There is one more Colossi who almost popped out of the robotics, but it didn't happen. The Ravagers did pile down the Void Ray on the ramp. There is one Immortal. There's a couple more Stalkers. Ooh, that was a big pile snipe here. 4 Stalkers and Void Ray going down in one big array. And yeah, the Zerg is just flooding units, more roaches, more lings over the map, and might just focus down this pylon, which will disable a lot of production here for Protoss player. There is one more Void Ray being built. There is +1 being finished. This Colossus did pop, but unfortunately it's not gonna be achieving anything. GG is called, and Yuraeha won game number 2. Let's jump into game number 3 and find out what's happening in the next one. Okay. Alrighty then, we are back in the game number 3. And we are looking at the main base of PrettyFly, which is the Protoss player who is playing in pink here on the left bottom corner, or on Tourmaline ladder edition, which is building the pylon and going to go for the gateway probably, and then into Nexus, or maybe something else, who knows. And he is facing quite unexpected an opponent, I believe, because AteshiFanboy, also known as Yuraeha, is playing Zerg in red colors here on right top corner, and he was supposed to play the lower bracket finals against Vizio, which according to his kind words, or Yuraeha's kind words, Vizio is unbeatable for him. He's really good player. Yet PrettyFly did beat Yuraeha. No, PrettyFly did beat Vizio in the semifinals 2-1, and Vizio did give a walkover to Yuraeha, or Ateshi in this situation. And yeah, we have a games in our hands. It's 2-0 so far, so this is actually could be a match point, or the last game, the winning point for Yuraeha against PrettyFly, if everything goes according to his plan. Once again, we have a pesky drone. This time it's drone who is making a proxy hatchery and is being defended by multiple probes, and pretty much tries to, yeah, the Protoss player is trying to shut down this proxy while he's opening with gateway. Cybernetics core, he has the Zealot. Yep, the proxy hatch is cancelled, the drone is lost, but the time has been both. That was quite a bit of delay. That was 6 probes delayed. Also, the first unit that was built is Zealot, therefore it's not Adept, not Stalker, so it cannot deny the scouting overlords as a Stalker. Stalker is being built and chrono boosted, so that's what's going to try to hunt down the overlords. but if it would be Adept, it could be trying to harass the workers. Nevertheless, the Zerg player is going for third over here, this position, so this probe unfortunately has been patrolling quite uselessly, but Zealot, which was sent, is doing work on the hatchery. Well, there is 6 links being built. There is Spinecrawler actually being dropped down from the Zerg player here to get rid of that Zealot. The micro is used. Yep, there are 2 Zerglings which probably in my case would have died. Were saved by the Zerg player over here. Meanwhile, the Protoss player is opening Stargate here and completing his wall off with gateway number 2. He has Stalker, he's going for warp gates, he's going for natural. The worker count right now is a little bit more advantageous for the Yuraeha, so the time that he bought with his proxy hatchery I think has been worth right now, because it was 1 Zealot lost, it's 100 resources lost, and I believe it's 130 with a drone lost for the Zerg player. There is Roach Warden and Lair being built right now, and that's little more drones. Yeah, the Protoss player unfortunately cannot manage to probe up effectively right now, so his income is quite a bit behind, which is giving the advantage for the Zerg to go for more stuff. Yep, the Protoss Oracle is flying around, not actually committing for any drones. The 6lings are here, there is Overlords here and here, but there is Void Ray being built right now from the Protoss side, and it's gonna be hunting down those Overlords. Yep, the Overlords are being evacuated right now immediately back home, and there is actually gateway, the Stargate number 2 being built right now for the Protoss player, so it might be mass Void Ray rush, or maybe even deeper than that, maybe higher, maybe something like Fleet Beacon and going for some mass air. Air toss could be. PrettyFly is not hurrying in fixing his macro in sending the probes down to the natural. Now he does, and he's going to build Twilight Council here. Meanwhile, Yuraeha has halfly saturated his third base and is successfully shooing away the Oracle, and he's actually has built Evo Chamber. He's going for +1. He has finished Lair, he has built a Hydralisk then, so we might see actually Hydra rush here from Yuraeha. But Void Ray here is uncontestedly killing off the Overlord number 3, I believe. Did we get it? Oh, just a little bit. Yep, there we go. That's Overlord number 3, and there with engaged. What is that? I forgot the name. Sorry. Prismatic alignment. There you go. It gets few more Void Rays. It's 5. It's 6 Void Rays going down for this Void Ray. This Void Ray has been paying for himself quite a good one. Quite a big value. The question is, yeah, there is 6 more, actually 8 more Overlords being made by the Zerg player. The Protoss player is building a third base himself right now. He's going for charge. He's building a couple more Void Rays and some Oracles. I don't think that will help because the Hydras are popping out. It's pretty much 12 Hydras and slings with the speed, at least according to my experience, and the Zerg player is a go and can do a lot of damage. The question is, will the charge be finished? Yep, the Hydras immediately are move commanded towards the Protoss player to do as much damage as possible, as soon as possible. There is charge upgrade being researched right now for the Protoss player. There are 4 gates, 6 gates actually joining in, so it's gonna be 8 gates charge, which will be able to protect once the charge is finishing that will be able to protect against this push. The Hydras have revealed themselves right now. I don't know how many that is. It's 22 Hydras actually. That's quite extensive force right now. They are focusing down the cybernetics core and shutting down one of the production buildings. That's quite a big one. I don't know why there are no warpins of charge lots right now coming from the Protoss side. The Void Ray recalling I don't think will help out. Nope, there it is. There are 6 charge lots, but that's not enough. Clearly not enough. The Hydras are sitting onto the ramp between the natural and main base, and that's, I believe, is a GG. That's, I believe, is a win for Yuraeha right now. And yeah, that's it. The tournament has been won pretty much. So Yuraeha, or in this case AteshiFanboy, has won the tournament 3-0, winning PrettyFly or Horseradish. And yeah, congratulations. I believe I see you for another weekly after 2 weeks, because I believe next week we have monthly, but I might be wrong. Check out the Amateur League Tournament homepage, or you can ask on my stream or on in their Discord and find out.